400,000 Oregonians have voted, but there are still plenty of others wondering why they didn't get their ballots yet.
So let's check in with Lisa Balick live in Southeast Portland outside Multnomah County elections offices. What did you discover here, Lisa?
Well, there has been some incidents of mail theft, but we understand the thieves were actually looking for money, not the ballots, and discarded them. But if you have not gotten a ballot by now, you should give a call tomorrow morning to the county elections office because there are a lot of other reasons why people are not getting their ballots. All day, Oregon voters are going into county election offices trying to track down their ballots.
We flew in just to find out what had happened to the ballot.
In many cases, there's an address issue. Ballots don't get forwarded like your other mail. You have to let the elections office know that you've moved.
When I first moved here, I was at a basically room to rent for a couple months, and then that's the address I used for my driver's license. But then I ended up going to my actual residence that I'm currently at, and I just, being from New York, I didn't know changing or updating it because New York voting is just, you have to go to the polls the day of. So
also, if your driver's license signature doesn't match what's on file, you might not have gotten a ballot in the mail.
They said that my signature didn't match, so they looked up in the computer, and I used to sign my name as my full name, and now I kind of like shortened it because I'm a nurse and I sign my name all the time, so I just like have like a quick little.
And there has been some mail theft.
Around the time ballots were going out, there appears to have been some mail theft going on in Northeast Portland, where the thieves would go take mail out of people's unsecured mailboxes, and then they would just discard the mail that wasn't of use to them. And the good news is that the ballots were being discarded along with them.
The Multnomah County Elections Director says they did track down some of those voters and replace the ballots. But if you haven't gotten one, you need to call the elections office. And here in Multnomah County, you can even order a replacement ballot online. And you'll want to do that pretty soon. Right now, there is not much of a wait to get those ballots, those replacement ballots. It only takes you just a couple of minutes. Now, as far as those boxes outside where most people drive up and drop off, or in this case, walk up, some people wonder, how secure are those? They're outside. You can drop something off in those ballot boxes 24 hours a day. Well, I found out, and I'll have that story for you coming up tomorrow night on KOIN 6 News. Back to you. All
right, Lisa, thank you. Speaking of ballots, 15% of all ballots here in Oregon have already been returned. The return rate in Clackamas County stands at 14% tonight. In Marion County, 15%. Clark County has already turned in 21% of its ballots. In Cowlitz County, more than 17% of voters have turned in their ballots. In Oregon, you must have it returned by 8 p.m. on election night. In Washington, your ballot needs a November 6th postmark on it to count.